Hi everybody, it's Phenix JiRa, and I am back, as promised, working on Heyday game moments. This video covers my first and main game in Heyday. I am at level 99 and under Phenix JiRa. So I'm just going to go through the different areas that I have and do some gameplay as well. As you can see, I have a little gnome area here. We have my boat. And I have the rabbits and the mining field. Here I have all of the harvesting fields, along with all of the different buildings for making products. I have a little soccer field and this little oasis of waterfalls and bridges and those types of things. I have my bee tree with the 4 beehives and a little area for the horses and the donkeys. I don't have all of the farm opened, as you can see here, but I have most of it opened. Those are the new squirrels that have been added to the game recently. And there's Rose. She's working on feeding my farm animals. And I'm just going to do some gameplay. I'm going to collect all of my rice and onions and everything that I've been growing recently. Don't you like that sound? It's like ching 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 ching. I just recently posted another video where I started a brand new farm, just to show like a quick tutorial on how quick it is to level. Here I'm going to collect all of the items that I've been making. I have basically something producing in every building. Coffee and tea and juices, hot dogs, soybean oil, popcorn, cornbread, cakes and pies and soups and salads and pasta. Most of this stuff I couldn't actually eat in real life. I would be sick to my stomach. And candles and food. And then we have some new treat machines that were added to the game recently. Here I'm going to go ahead and harvest some honey and have my bees go collect some more. Sometimes I will take the bushes and put them clear on the other side of the farm just to watch the bees fly all the way over there. And then you can zoom in on them and see them working. They have funny little faces. You can almost hear them buzzing. I don't know if you can through this or not. Now I'm going to show you the horses and what I named them. And this is a really cool thing. We have Shadowfax, Sunny Boy, which was actually the name of a horse that I had when I was a child, Black Beauty, I couldn't see that. And anyway, so a bunch of these are from movies, Lord of the Rings, or a horse that I actually owned. And here are the donkeys. We have Arse and Billy Bob and Jack. So Jack kind of goes with Arse. Get it? Jack, Arse. I know, clever. Again, here's the squirrel house. It was just recently added to the game. and they're going to go off in different directions. Like what I said, what I did with the honey bushes, I've put peanut bushes all over in the farm. And I said here's Rose, like I said, and she has been hired for a couple days. I got her for free, and I'm going to have her collect some goat's milk, and it's kind of fun to watch. She collects them and then feeds them immediately. And you can see where it says Rose's stock 65 of 90. And that's just because of the level that I'm at with her. I can stock up to 90 items through her. And she's also making new feed for later when I do this again. So every time I make a product that uses eggs or milk or bacon, she will feed the animals, collect and feed the animals, until I no longer have her. So now I'm just collecting some cherries and then cutting down the cherry tree. All right, so moving on, let's go ahead and show you what it looks like when over here I have 51 eggs, oh my gosh. So now she's gonna collect some eggs for me because I just used some. The only time this is bad is if you are in the derby and you have a feeding task. You have to make sure that you turn her off, or in other words, tell her, I don't want you to collect any more eggs from me or whatever. Otherwise, she'll collect them for you and it won't count towards the derby. So, not a good thing. I got a little fox here in the bushes. On one of my other farms, I have a couple of foxes trapped. So I'm just gonna make a few items here, get them cooking. Definitely need some beeswax. None of your beeswax. As you can see, I have my buildings, or my different machines surrounded by trees. So here she's going to collect the bacon for me, and which is funny. Collecting the bacon from the pigs is just a crack up. It's like, whoosh, cook your bacon and put you back in the pasture. Which is kind of funny. But I have my machines surrounded by trees, as you could see. It looks pretty busy, but I'm used to it now. And that way, if I ever do need those trees, I can harvest them if I want to, but I typically don't. So here are those are all of my dogs and puppies and cats and kittens. And we're gonna go back over there in a second because I named them as well. I'm really glad they gave you that option because naming them is pretty fun. All right, now they all have a theme. So here we have Worf and Janeway and Kirk. I don't know if you can start to see the theme here. McCoy. And of course, Picard. And this has got to be Spock. Spock. There we go. Did you figure out the theme? All right, puppies, we have Oregano, Paprika, Pepper, which was actually the name of my great aunt's dog, Ellie Belly, which is the name of my dog today, Garlic, and Salty, which was my grandmother's dog's name, which was actually that type of dog. Now we have another theme. We got Mando, Han Solo, Yoda. Do you know the theme yet? And Darth Doggy. Now, these cats' names are actually of Thumper was my last cat that I had. Tough Cat was a cat I had when I was a teenager. And see that cattail? Come on now, get out of there. I can't get it, there we go. And Scarlet was a cat I had in my 20s, I think. All right, now we have the bunnies. And this is another theme. See how many of you get this one. We have Cindy, Greg, Bobby, Peter, Marcia, and of course, Jan. The Brady Bunnies. Yeah, I'm not gonna take up a singing career anytime soon, so just gonna sell a few things before we go into the town area or the fishing area. So here's the fishing area. I'm going to collect some things to put in my tackle box. And we have a couple of ducks to put in to the salon. And I'm not kidding, I do mean salon. All right, we're going to lay some lobster traps. A couple more duck balloons. Not really balloons, but inner tube. Get ourselves some more feathers. Here is the duck salon. It's eating cookies and getting manicures and ice cream, all the while plucking their feathers. You know, here's the feather. Whoosh. Yep. They didn't notice. They don't know. This is what's in my tackle box storage. I'm going to go back out and drop down into the town, which is where the train comes in and drops off town visitors. And they're there to order products, and you can earn coin in there. All right. Over here, that's the sanctuary. We'll get back there in just a second. So I'm going to send most of these town visitors away because I want to collect some that just want one item, because I have a derby coming up and I want to have those prepared for the derby. So when I have a train task or a town visitor task or a building task, I'm all ready to go. So I'll do that here in a minute. For now, I'm going to show you the names of these guys. We have Mona Lisa, Leonardo, sleeps a lot, and of course, poops a lot. So those are the giraffes. I have one zebra, and that's Mr. Tibra. I'm working on another zebra. We have Lucy, the elephant, Pigpen. There's another theme. Can you figure it out? Schroeder and Charlie Brown. And let's see the theme for these guys. We have Cher and Sunny. And then we have Elvis and Pavarotti. So I tried to stick with a funny theme for each group of animals, just for the heck of it. All right, so I'm going to go and get the personal train. I'm going to go in here and just collect a bunch of people and set them up for the derby that's coming up. I love the sound of the train coming in. I just like the sound of trains. So it's one of my favorite places in the game. All right, so I'm gonna click on, you can click on the people individually as you see them and say, you know, and either send them away or put them into the building. And that's what I would do often, but sometimes I'll just go straight to the the town hall, and you can do it from there. And if you have a lot of people ready to go inside your buildings, you want to go through the town hall anyway. So you see here, I'm just going to put them into the buildings through here, and then I'm going to go to the tab called Waiting. And these are all of the ones that I just sent in there. Because if you go and click on the actual building that they're in, anyone that's in there already, you'll collect them. And you don't want to collect them until you're ready to collect them. That's just important for the derby. If you're not in the derby, then it doesn't matter. But as soon as you touch the building, it collects whoever is in there. And some of these take 35 minutes, some of them take 5 hours. Okay, I'm gonna go back out and look around here. Going to go ahead and ask for help on a couple of plants that I see. And here are the squirrels, and we're gonna follow a couple of them and see where they go. So they actually only go where they don't go through things, they go around the bushes, and then they actually follow your path. So if you don't leave a way for them to go, they'll go all the way around. So they're following the path that I have in between the machines, the buildings, and they're gonna go right, I bet you're gonna, yeah, they're gonna go right into that peanut bush. And there are so many peanuts now in the newspaper, it's insane. So that's why I put them far away, because I don't need to collect any more peanuts. And people are selling them at really high, at the highest price. I'm like, no. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do some mining here. That's the smelter. Get some silver and some gold and some coal and iron, and you use those to make jewelry and other items, but mainly jewelry. But it's also used to upgrade in the town area where we just were, the buildings and the train and town people capacity. You use those things to increase what you can do. I like to keep about 60 of each item, like strawberries and all of those things. So I go through here and plant so that when I come back I try to, like I said, try to keep at least 60 of each thing. No, I'm not going to sell you pickaxes. I don't know why they ask for that. Like, I'm going to give you that. No. I save those for myself or the people in my neighborhood, because they're not cheap and they're not easy to find. I'm just going to sell a few items here. I like to keep about 8 of each item. I can't always do that, but I try. So, like, sell 4 of these and keep 8. That way I can always have some coin coming in. And then also, if anybody in the neighborhood needs them for the derby, or if I need to sell it to on the train or on the boat, then I have some of them on hand. A lot of times I have to ask for help because I'll end up shortchanging myself because I'll sell too many. Oh, I'm like, oh darn, and then I'll forget to make more. So that's why it's nice to be in a neighborhood where everybody helps one another. All right, and I placed an ad so people will start coming in and buying those. And I'm just going to look around here a bit, make sure everything's doing what I want it to do. We're going to be coming up on the end of the video, not quite yet, another 3 minutes or so. I hope you've had fun so far watching. It has been an adventure creating this farm. I mean, years now. I don't even know how long I've had this. But it's been a lot of fun. And I like, you know, changing things up a bit. I might consider doing a video where, you know, we use the change function where you can go in and just erase everything and put it all back down in a different way. That can be fun. All right. Okay, I have a lot of these gift cards. I'm going to go ahead and get a present from the mailman here. See what he brings me. I'm also going to collect some of my coin from the sales that I did. Whoop. All right. What am I going to get? And boop, an ice cream cone. Well, thank you. So now I'm going to order another one and make him come back. So now he's going to go all the way out of my farm. And he's probably wondering, why couldn't you have ordered 2 at the same time, lady? Now watch, he's going to come right back. Here he comes, and boop, comes right back. All right, as he makes this delivery, I just want to say thanks again for watching this video. Depending on what he gives me, I might just sign off, or sometimes they'll give you items to put on your farm. So let's watch real quick and see what he gives me. And, oh yes, okay. So I'm going to place that on the farm. Thanks so much again for watching, and leave some comments below if you play the game, if you're in a neighborhood, if you like the derby, just anything and everything that you feel like saying. And until next time, I've had a good time. Hope you've had a good time. As per usual, I will talk to you later.